Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Here in my hand is the Jasper Community Arts Performers Series listing for this coming season, which is the 2019-2020 season. And joining us in the studio from Jasper Arts is their Executive Director, Kyle Rupert. And Kyle, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Bill.
We have you have set up an exciting lineup of performers that are coming in 2019 to 2020. And soon, tickets will go on sale.
Yeah, we're really excited about this upcoming season. Right now, we're processing season ticket renewals. So if you've had season tickets in the past, you should have gotten a booklet from us with an order form, and we're processing those. And then new season tickets. So if you haven't had season tickets in the past, you should be getting a booklet here in the next week or so. And then we'll start processing new season ticket orders July 1st and individual ticket orders August 1st.
Okay, so right now you want to buy the whole series is what you want to buy. Can somebody call you now and say, I want just a ticket to this show?
Someone can call now and get tickets just for one show or a couple of shows. We will take that information and we'll put them in our waiting list. And then once we get to, in that case, August 1st, then we'll process those orders as we received them. So if there's a show that you're interested in, it's best not to wait until August 1st because by that time that waiting list could have grown to the point where we don't have enough tickets to sell to everybody that wants them.
Yeah, because often your shows will sell out.
We do have several that sell out through the year. Every year is a little different, but there are multiple shows throughout the year that tend to sell out.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the backstage sell out for the most part all season last year?
The backstage typically will sell out and sell out pretty quickly. There's only 140 seats available, so that was one where if you want tickets to that, you've got to jump on them pretty quickly because we have a lot of season ticket holders for that series.
Now, you have several ways people can buy tickets. You can buy tickets for all the shows, and you call that your grand package.
Correct.
Okay. But then there's also the main stage package, and then there's the backstage package, and then there's a family fun show. Explain what the main stage is and what those acts are for this year.
So the main stage series is a series of 5 shows that span a wide variety of disciplines and tastes. But they're all shows that you will see on our main stage, our proscenium stage at the Jasper Arts Center. This year we're very excited to have Lori Morgan, country artist, coming to perform at the Jasper Arts Center. We've gotten a lot of phone calls, people who remember growing up with her. Very excited to have her kick off our season. She's the first show this season. After her, we have a show called 6 Guitars. It's one guy, one actor, who plays 6 different characters who each play a different style of guitar. And he takes us on a journey of what music and the guitar specifically means to each of those characters. It's I've seen the script, it's very funny, it's very touching, and he's a phenomenal guitar player, so it's going to be a great show. That's in November. Our holiday show this year is going to be Christmas with the Isaacs. The Isaacs is a band based in Nashville that has based their music on a lot of different genres. But they'll be here in December doing a Christmas show, our holiday show for us. We're excited about that. We follow that up with a couple of really interesting acts that I was pleasantly surprised to have found. The first one being Hiplay, not Hiplet, but Hiplay. It combines the words hip hop and ballet. They're called Hiplay ballerinas, and they fuse those two styles together into a really unique showcase. So it's going to be a really interesting performance, and I would encourage everyone to come see it because it's going to be ballet like they've never seen it before. So we're very excited to have that and be on their premiere tour through the U.S. So that's exciting. And then our last performance in the main stage is it's 2 for 1 essentially. It's Sean Johnson's big band experience with Tonic Solfa. Tonic Solfa is an a cappella group of which Sean Johnson is a part of, but he also leads a big band. So the show is 2 parts. It's actually, the tour is called We Sing Without Instruments and then We Sing With a Lot of Instruments tour. So it's basically 2 shows in one. The a cappella group comes out, they sing, and then they switch over, and then you get this big band experience. So we're very excited to have that show in Jasper. That's at the end of February. That's the main stage series.
It sounds like there's a wide variety, traditional to progressive, to guitar to big band, dance to singing, so quite a variety.
Something for everyone, and that's not even talking about the other series that we have.
Well, let's do that. Let's talk about the
So
backstage.
The backstage series, it's probably the best kept secret that we have, although I don't know how much of a secret it is since it sells out so quickly. But we take 140 audience members and sit them up on the stage with the artist. So you're almost the distance you and I are, maybe a little further, but you're very close. It's a very intimate setting. We have 3 artists this year that are going to provide very unique experiences. The first one is a gentleman by the name of Randy Otto. He portrays Winston Churchill in a show called Winston Churchill The Blitz, and it takes place during the bombing of London. So you are sitting on stage very close with Winston Churchill. I've seen him perform, I've seen the show. He does an incredible job. It's an incredible experience to be that close and to have that history just envelop you in that moment. The next show in our backstage series is the Goldstein Palade Fitterstein Trio. It's a classical trio. We're very excited to have them perform classical music in that setting. It's a wonderful chamber-like experience. And then we follow that up with a group based in Buenos Aires called Che Apalache, and they perform a type of music that they call Latin grass. So they have mixed Latin music with bluegrass for a very unique sound. And they love using the older microphones. So they have a single microphone that the 4 of them stand around, and they perform around that. So I've seen them perform as well, and it's a very unique experience.
Now you offer series sales. So
Yes.
for the main stage, if you buy a series, will you always be in the same seat?
For the main stage series, that is reserved seating.
Okay.
So as long as you keep renewing those seats, you will keep those seats.
Okay, so if you're new to it, though, you could probably say, well, if these are the seats that are open, I'd like to have this one for all the shows.
Correct.
Okay, that's how that works.
Correct.
But the backstage is a little different.
It's general admission seating, so it's first come, first served. So as soon as you get there, you can pick whichever seat you want. You can sit really close if you want. You can sit further back. That one and the Astra series are different in that they are general admission.
Well, let's now talk about then the Astra series.
What a segue.
Yeah.
So the Astra series, we have 3 shows this year at the Astra. Last year we had 2 phenomenal shows. We added a 3rd one this year. The first show is a brass band that's based in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's called McNasty Brass Band. And what they do is they take that wonderful tradition of music that comes from Minnesota, and they infuse it with style from New Orleans. Okay. And so they essentially create a party on stage with their sound. They're a fun group. We're excited to have them in that venue. We think it's going to really be an extremely pleasant evening and an exciting evening of brass music. We follow that up in January with a group called Well Strung. It's 4 gentlemen that play as a string quartet, but in addition to that, they also sing, and they have incredible voices. And what they do is they will mash up classical music from classical composers with top 40 hits. So that'll be a great bridge between those 2 styles of music. So we're excited to have them. And then we cap it all off with a group that really needs no introduction, but the Second City, famous for their improv skills, improvisational comedy skills, and for the individuals that have come through their doors over the years. They are providing a best of show. So the best skits that the Second City has ever put on, along with some new things they'll sprinkle in there. But this is the same group that produced the likes of Tina Fey, Stephen Colbert, so on and so. I mean, the list goes, Bill Murray, the list goes on and on, members of that troupe.
Now, this is at the Astra.
Correct.
But you don't buy the tickets through the Astra or the next act. You buy the tickets through the Jasper Arts Center.
Correct.
And you can buy that as a series.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. And the final show of the year, not of the year, I should say, but the final show of our 12 is a great show for families, people of all ages. It's called Mutts Gone Nuts. It's a canine comedy cabaret show. These are all dogs that have been rescued from shelters, that have been highly trained to put on this incredibly heartwarming and funny show. And we're very excited to have them in October.
And all of these, you can buy individual tickets.
Correct.
You can buy just the Astra series. You can buy just the family fun. You can buy or you can buy the grand package. And I'm assuming there's a savings if you buy the grand package.
The least expensive ticket you can get is if you buy the grand package. Okay. That you will see the most savings on a per show basis. If you buy one of the other packages, you're still going to save money as compared to if you just bought an individual ticket. So I always encourage anyone that's interested in any number of the shows to really consider getting a package, because you're going to get the most bang for your buck if you do that.
Well, it sounds like with the lineup, who wouldn't want that? I mean, you've got a great lineup throughout the year.
You're preaching to the choir.
Yeah. Now, you say it goes from August to
September, end of September.
Okay.
Through our last public show is in March.
Okay, so that is the season.
Correct.
And tickets, now, how do we get tickets? Do we phone call? Do we stop in? Can we go online?
You can go online and buy individual tickets once they're available. So that's at jasperarts.org. So that would be August 1st. You can start buying tickets online.
Okay.
Before that, you can call the Arts Center at 812-482-3070, and we can take your order over the phone. Or you can pick up one of these guides. They're available at the Jasper Arts Center. They're also available at Jasper City Hall. And there's an order form in there. You can fill that out, and you can send in the order form with your payment or payment information to the Jasper Arts Center. And the address is listed in the guide as well.
And then the tickets are mailed to them? So they will have
tickets will be mailed. The only time we don't mail tickets is if it's so close to a show that we can't guarantee that it would get to you before the show actually happens.
Well, that is, what a great lineup. What a great set of shows.
We're very excited. It's going to be a great season. We hope to see everybody out there.
Okay, better get your tickets now, because many of these shows will be selling out. Kyle, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you, Bill.
Our guest has been Kyle Rupert for Jasper Arts. He's the executive director, talking about this year's upcoming 2019-2020 Performers Series that will be held at the Jasper Arts Center. Thank you for being in. Thank you for watching WJTS. We're local people watching local people.